18 Japanese cars 2026 that no one saw coming, they will shake the market. The world believed that the land of the rising sun was hiding in the shadow of Chinese screens, but Japan was only loading heavy ammunition. In 2026, the truce ended. Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan have unleashed a full counteroffensive with engines that defy physics and a reliability that makes the competition look ridiculous. This is not a simple upgrade, it is a reclaiming of the throne. Today you will see the 16 machines that are coming to prove that real engineering crushes fireworks. Number 16. Suzuki Jimny 5-door Electric 2026. The Suzuki Jimny is perhaps the most honest vehicle that has been built in the last decade. It is small, it is slow on the road, but it is absolutely unstoppable when the asphalt ends. For 2026, Suzuki has taken the step that many feared and many others eagerly awaited: the full electrification of the small giant, combined with the practicality of a 5-door body. Many purists threw their hands over their heads when they heard that the Jimny would lose its combustion engine, but the technical reality tells a very different story. Electric motors are by definition the perfect ally for extreme off-roading due to their ability to deliver all their torque from 0 revolutions per minute. This new electric variant of the Jimny features 2 motors, one on each axle, eliminating the need for complex and heavy mechanical differentials, allowing millimetric traction management that a traditional system could never achieve. The battery has been integrated into the ladder frame chassis, protecting it from impacts and maintaining the structural rigidity that has made the model famous. Despite the increase in weight due to the energy cells, the Jimny maintains its approach, departure, and breakover angles, placing it above vehicles that cost 3 times as much. The range has been optimized to offer around 300 kilometers, which may seem low for a road sedan, but is more than enough for an intensive day of off-road exploration. Visually, it retains that shoebox-like aesthetic that is so appealing, with circular headlights and the spare wheel mounted on the rear door. The interior has received a necessary update in materials and acoustic insulation, making the journey to the mountains much more comfortable. Number 15. Mazda CX-5 2026 New Generation. For years, Mazda has been the brand that dared to challenge global trends. While everyone else downsized their engines and added turbos, they focused on optimizing internal combustion. With the arrival of the new generation of the CX-5 in 2026, the Hiroshima-based brand once again proves that there is still a long way to go before abandoning pistons. This model is Mazda's most important stronghold, and for this refresh, they decided to go beyond aesthetics. The platform has been revised to improve rigidity and reduce vibrations, raising ride quality to levels that brush against what German premium brands offer. The heart of this new CX-5 is an evolution of the Skyactiv engine family, which now incorporates a much more refined 48-volt mild hybrid system. This system not only assists with starts and stops, but also allows the engine to shut down completely while coasting, reducing consumption to class-leading figures without the complexity of a plug-in hybrid. But where Mazda truly distances itself from its rivals is in interior design. The cabin of the 2026 CX-5 is a sanctuary of minimalism and tactile luxury. They have avoided the trend of gigantic screens that distract the driver, integrating an elegant interface controlled via a rotary dial, allowing the driver's eyes to never leave the road. Materials such as Napa leather and genuine wood in the higher trims create an atmosphere of serenity that is difficult to find in this segment. In terms of safety, the iActive Sense system has been updated with higher resolution sensors capable of detecting cyclists and pedestrians even in conditions of zero visibility. Number 14. Nissan Kicks 2026. The Nissan Kicks went from being a simple entry-level vehicle to becoming one of the Japanese brand's global sales pillars. However, with increasing competition, Nissan knew it needed to do more than just a lighting update for the 2026 model. What they have presented is a complete metamorphosis. The new Kicks has grown in every dimension, moving away from the image of a raised hatchback to adopt a much more imposing and confident true SUV stance. The front now features an evolution of the V-Motion grille, with an LED lighting signature that appears to merge with the bodywork, giving it a futuristic and sophisticated look. But the most drastic change happens under the hood. For the first time, the Kicks adopts the second-generation e-Power system in global markets. For those unfamiliar with it, this system uses a gasoline engine solely as an electricity generator to power a strong electric motor that is responsible for driving the wheels. The result is the driving feel of an electric car, total smoothness and instant torque, but without the worry of having to look for a charger, since the tank can be filled at any gas station. This technology is perfect for the urban environment, where the kick shines with surprising agility and ridiculously low fuel consumption. Interior space has benefited from the longer wheelbase, offering rear seats worthy of a higher segment and a trunk that now allows family trips without luggage issues. Number 13. Lexus LBX Morizo RR 2026. Lexus has always been synonymous with silence, comfort, and an almost obsessive attention to detail. But from time to time, engineers are given permission to let their hair down and create something that breaks all the rules. The 2026 Lexus LBX Morizo RR is the result of that freedom. At first glance, it looks like a compact luxury crossover, but beneath that refined skin lies the heart of the legendary GR Yaris. We are talking about a turbocharged 1.6-liter three-cylinder engine that has been pushed to the limits of engineering, delivering over 300 horsepower. It is a technical madness that only a brand like Toyota, through its luxury division, could execute with such a high level of reliability. The RR badge, which stands for Rookie Racing, is a direct tribute to the racing nickname of the company's own president, Akio Toyoda, who personally oversaw the development of this model. The permanent all-wheel drive system has been tuned to deliver aggressive handling, allowing the driver to distribute torque between the axles according to their needs. It is not just a fast car, it is a precision instrument that uses an 8-speed automatic transmission optimized for instantaneous shifts. Inside, luxury has not been sacrificed but reinterpreted with sport seats finished in Alcantara and a sound system that competes with the roar of the sport exhaust. The Lexus LBX Morizo RR is proof that size does not define status or power, and that a small vehicle can be the most feared predator on a circuit or on a winding road. Number 12. Subaru Forester Hybrid 2026. Subaru has maintained a loyal fan base thanks to its symmetrical all-wheel drive and boxer engines, which offer a low center of gravity and unmatched stability. However, the brand's Achilles heel has always been fuel consumption. For the 2026 model year, Subaru has made a historic decision, integrating Toyota's leading hybrid technology into its own engineering philosophy. The new Forester Hybrid is not simply a clone of the RAV4, it is a hybrid with a Subaru soul. Engineers have managed to mate Toyota's electric system with the horizontally opposed engine and the all-wheel drive transmission, achieving the best of both worlds: extreme energy efficiency and the traction capability that has made the brand famous on difficult terrain. This integration allows the Forester Hybrid to operate in fully electric mode under low-load conditions while maintaining the mechanical torque distribution system that makes it superior to any conventional hybrid when the surface becomes slippery. The exterior design retains the practical and rugged appearance that Subaru owners value, with class-leading outward visibility and ground clearance that allows for serious off-asphalt excursions. Number 11. Mitsubishi Pajero Sport 2026. There was a time when Mitsubishi dominated the world's harshest deserts with the legendary Montero, or Pajero. After years of uncertainty, the brand has returned to its roots with the new 2026 Pajero Sport. Built on a shared platform but deeply modified to preserve its identity, this vehicle is a reminder that true SUVs still have a market that demands them. The Pajero Sport does not use a family car unibody chassis, but rather a ladder frame structure that provides structural strength capable of withstanding decades of abuse. What makes it special in this new generation is the introduction of a next-generation turbo-diesel engine that meets the world's strictest emissions regulations without sacrificing the torque needed for towing or climbing steep inclines. The Super Select 4WD2 system has been enhanced with specific terrain modes that electronically adjust throttle response, braking, and stability control. Despite its rugged focus, interior refinement has taken a quantum leap. Mitsubishi has installed high-quality materials and an infotainment system that finally matches global competition. The 7-seat layout makes it the ideal option for families who do not want to be trapped in the city and are looking for a vehicle that is a tool of freedom. The return of this legendary name is the definitive sign that Mitsubishi has regained its direction and is ready to reclaim its throne as the king of practical and durable off-road vehicles. Number 10. Toyota Camry 2026. Talking about the Toyota Camry is talking about the gold standard of sedans worldwide. For the 2026 model year, Toyota has applied a life cycle update that goes far beyond a simple cosmetic change. In a bold move, the brand has decided that from now on, the Camry will be exclusively hybrid in most markets, consolidating its leadership in this technology. The fifth-generation powertrain uses a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine that, together with the electric motors, delivers a combined output of 225 horsepower in front-wheel drive versions and 232 horsepower in versions with electronic all-wheel drive. What is astonishing is not only the power, but the smoothness with which the system alternates between energy sources, making the transition virtually imperceptible to passengers. The exterior design has been refined with more fluid lines and a lighting signature inspired by the Prius and the Crown, giving it a much more athletic and modern appearance. Inside, the 2026 Camry is a lesson in ergonomics. The seats have been redesigned to offer superior support on long journeys, and the use of advanced acoustic materials has reduced road noise to levels found in German luxury cars. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 comes standard on all versions, offering comprehensive protection that includes everything from autonomous emergency braking to lane-keeping assistance with proactive correction. The Camry remains the car you buy with your head, but with this 2026 renewal, it has also begun to win over the heart. Number 9. Honda Civic Hybrid 2026. For more than 50 years, the Honda Civic has been the perfect example of how to build a compact car that is fun to drive and inexpensive to maintain. For 2026, the Civic Hybrid establishes itself as the definitive version of this model. Honda has perfected its system of two electric motors working in conjunction with a 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle engine. Unlike other systems, here the electric motors perform most of the propulsion work, giving the Civic an immediate throttle response similar to that of a sports car. Honda's engineering is evident in the chassis balance. The suspension has been tuned to deliver communicative handling that invites you to enjoy every corner, while the electric steering provides precise feedback. The exterior design of the 2026 Civic maintains the discreet and mature elegance that has characterized this 11th generation, but with subtle aerodynamic tweaks that improve efficiency. The interior continues to be a benchmark in the segment, with a honeycomb-style air vent grille that hides the outlets and creates a clean, uncluttered dashboard. Google integration in the infotainment system allows navigation and voice control that feel natural and fast. The Civic Hybrid is not only the most efficient car in its category, but also one of the most powerful, offering acceleration that even surpasses conventional turbocharged versions. It is the culmination of decades of Honda experience, creating the vehicle that remains the benchmark against which all competitors are measured. Number 8. Toyota Land Cruiser Mini/Compact Cruiser 2026. For years, the public has begged for a vehicle that captures the essence of the legendary Land Cruiser, but in a format that is manageable in the city and affordable for the wallet. Toyota has finally answered with the 2026 Land Cruiser Mini. This vehicle is not a rugged-looking toy. It is a real off-road tool built with a philosophy of extreme durability. Its design is a direct tribute to the classic 40 Series models, with squared lines, circular headlights with latest generation LED technology, and a wide stance that screams stability. What makes this model a revolution is its powertrain. It uses a hybrid configuration designed specifically to deliver maximum torque from 0 RPM, which is vital when attempting to overcome a rock or mud obstacle. Unlike other compact SUVs that are only about appearance, the compact cruiser features underbody skid plates, tow hooks integrated into the chassis, and a suspension system with increased travel. Inside, the cabin is a sanctuary of toughness, with washable materials and a digital interface that displays tilt angles and tire pressure in real time. Toyota has managed to create the perfect vehicle for a generation that seeks adventure on weekends, but needs efficiency for the rest of the week. It is the rebirth of adventure in a compressed format. Number 7. Nissan Patrol/Armada 2026. We are witnessing the end of one era and the beginning of another, far more powerful one. The Nissan Patrol, known as the Armada in the American continent, has abandoned its veteran V8 engine to make way for a masterpiece of modern engineering, a 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine. Do not be fooled by the reduction in cylinders. This new power plant delivers more horsepower and, above all, much more torque than the previous engine, enabling class-leading towing capacity. The change is not only mechanical, The chassis structure has been reinforced with ultra-high-strength steel to improve torsional rigidity without increasing overall weight. The 9-speed transmission has been calibrated so that shifts are imperceptible on the highway, yet firm and decisive when low-speed mode is activated in sand or rocky terrain. Aesthetically, the 2026 Patrol is imposing, with a grille that dominates the front and a design language that conveys a sense of invulnerability. The interior has evolved from functional to a true technological palace, with high-definition screens that surround the driver and finishes in open-pore wood and fine leather. With this model, Nissan is not only seeking to maintain its dominance in Middle Eastern and Australian markets, but also sends a direct message to its American and German competitors. Luxury and extreme off-road capability can coexist in a single vehicle without compromise. Number 6. Mazda EZ6 2026. Mazda has always been the brand that dares to be different, and the 2026 EZ6 is proof that Japanese elegance can evolve toward full electrification without losing its soul. This large sedan is the spiritual successor to the Mazda 6, but elevated to a higher category. Available in both fully electric versions and extended-range plug-in hybrid variants, the EZ6 uses the Kodo design language to create a silhouette that appears to be in motion even when standing still. Aerodynamics have been refined down to the smallest detail, with retractable door handles and an active rear spoiler that deploys at high speeds to improve stability. But where Mazda truly shines is in driving dynamics. Even as a battery-powered vehicle, engineers have managed to preserve the connection between driver and machine they call Jinba Itai. Weight distribution is perfectly balanced, and the steering response has a weight and precision that few electric vehicles can match. The interior is minimalist and luxurious, using sustainable materials that feel premium to the touch. Mazda has not filled the dashboard with unnecessary buttons. Instead, it has created an intuitive user experience that prioritizes attention on the road. The EZ6 is the vehicle for those who do not want an appliance on wheels, but rather a design object that is exciting to look at and to drive. Number 5. Toyota Alphard Executive Lounge 2026. There is a phenomenon in Asia that is beginning to conquer the rest of the world: the death of the luxury sedan at the hands of the ultra-luxury minivan. The 2026 Toyota Alphard Executive Lounge is the pinnacle of this trend. Forget everything you think you know about family minivans. This is a private jet for the road. In its Executive Lounge version, the rear configuration features 2 individual seats that look like they were taken straight from the first class of a 5-star airline, with massage, ventilation, heating functions, and an almost fully reclining capability. The active suspension system reads the road hundreds of times per second to cancel out any imperfection, making passengers feel as if they are floating above the asphalt. The powertrain is a plug-in hybrid system that allows completely silent operation in urban areas while delivering combined power that moves this fortress with surprising agility. Attention to detail goes as far as including air purification systems with nanotechnology and ambient lighting that can be adjusted in thousands of combinations to create the perfect mood. It is a vehicle designed for heads of state, top executives and celebrities who value exterior discretion but demand an interior level of luxury that humiliates any European flagship sedan. The 2026 Alphard is not just transportation. It is a space for productivity and rest that redefines what it means to travel with status. Number 4. Honda HR-V 2026. The Honda HR-V has long been a favorite for those looking for a small SUV that is smart and reliable. For the 2026 model year, Honda has introduced a redesign aimed at reclaiming absolute leadership in an increasingly crowded segment. The changes are not only cosmetic, although the more aggressive new front end and cleaner sidelines give it a much more robust presence. The real magic lies in space utilization and mechanical updates. Honda has refined its EHEV hybrid system, optimizing battery management to offer greater electric range in the city. The internal combustion engine now operates more efficiently, acting primarily as a generator to power the electric motors, resulting in ridiculously low fuel consumption. Inside, Honda retains its famous magic seats, which allow the cargo area to be configured in ways that seem to defy geometry, enabling the transport of tall or long objects that would be impossible to carry in other SUVs of the same size. The cabin has received a significant upgrade in material quality, with soft-touch plastics in high-contact areas and a new central screen with a much faster interface and wireless compatibility with all modern devices. Safety has also been reinforced with the latest evolution of the Honda sensing system, which now detects cyclists and pedestrians even in low-light conditions. The 2026 HR-V is Honda's answer to those who say you cannot have everything in a compact car. Number 3. Mazda CE-X 2026. Mazda's obsession with mechanical perfection has reached a new level of sophistication with the update of the CX-90 for the 2026 model year. While the rest of the world rushes to eliminate internal combustion engines, Mazda has chosen to refine one of the most glorious layouts in automotive history, the inline six-cylinder engine. For this iteration, engineers in Hiroshima have refined internal combustion processes, achieving thermal efficiency that defies convention. This engine is not only a jewel of natural balance, but now features a much more integrated, mild hybrid system that eliminates any trace of delay in power delivery. Ride smoothness is simply unmatched, directly comparable to vehicles that cost twice as much. The chassis, based on the large platform architecture, has been tuned to offer firmer body control through corners while maintaining the absorption of imperfections that defines a premium luxury vehicle. Inside, Japanese craftsmanship is evident in every stitch and in the use of materials that celebrate the aesthetic of elegant minimalism. Mazda has proven that true luxury is not about flashy lights or gigantic screens, but about the quality of engineering that cannot be seen yet, is felt in every kilometer traveled. It is the definitive vehicle for those who understand that driving is still an art. Number 2. Nissan GT-RR 36. The world has waited almost 2 decades for this moment, and the roar we hear is that of the new Godzilla reclaiming its territory. The final prototype of the Nissan GT-RR 36, arriving on the streets in 2026, is a technological beast that redefines the limits of physics. Nissan has achieved the impossible, preserving the essence of the vehicle that humiliated European supercars while projecting it into a new era of electrified performance. The intelligent all-wheel drive system has been evolved to manage not only the output of the combustion engine, but also the instant contribution of high-performance electric motors mounted on the axles. The result is breathtaking acceleration and cornering capability that seems to ignore centrifugal force. The exterior design is a radical aerodynamic evolution in which every air intake and every wing serves a specific purpose, cooling critical components or pinning the car to the ground with tons of downforce. Inside, the cockpit has been designed in collaboration with video game interface experts to provide the driver with an unprecedented amount of real-time data about the vehicle's behavior. This is not just a fast car, it is an ultra-high-performance computer engineered to dominate the world's most demanding circuits. The GT-RR 36 reminds the entire planet that when Nissan decides to get serious, everyone else can only watch its taillights disappear into the horizon. Number 1. Toyota RAV4 2026. We have reached the absolute summit, the vehicle entrusted with keeping Toyota as the undisputed leader of the global market. The 6th generation of the 2026 Toyota RAV4 is the most important revelation the industry has seen in years. Toyota did not simply update a bestseller, it shattered the mold to create something completely new from the ground up. The new architecture it is built upon delivers unprecedented structural rigidity and interior packaging that takes advantage of every available millimeter. But the true heart of this revolution is its new 5th-generation hybrid system. This powertrain is more compact, lighter, and significantly more powerful, delivering immediate response and fuel efficiency that simply has no rival in its segment. Versions exceeding 22 km per liter in real-world conditions have been confirmed, turning it into a massive cost-saving tool for families. The exterior design abandons the safe shapes of the past in favor of a far more technical and modern aesthetic, with distinctive LED lighting that makes it recognizable from kilometers away. Inside, the leap in quality is dramatic, with a user interface that finally feels futuristic and an active safety suite that monitors the surroundings with military-grade precision. The 2026 RAV4 is not merely aiming to be the best-selling vehicle. It aims to be the gold standard by which all others will be judged. With this launch, Toyota not only secures its future, but sets the rules of the game for the next decade, crushing any attempt by competitors to snatch the throne. What we have witnessed today is far more than a simple list of automotive launches. It is the testimony of a nation that has understood that true innovation is born from discipline, patience, and respect for the end user.